Hey guys, we are live. I just had to switch over and get things to a better position where you can actually hear me, and I don't sound like a chipmunk right now. And right now I have with me Janie and Shannon, and we're going to be talking about bridge pages and basically the bridge video also. So if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, this is actually a training for the Instagram class that I put together. And if you're watching this from my Instagram class, know that. Uh-oh. Can you guys? All right, cool. Know that I've only taught this like to a couple of people before, and it was always kind of one-on-one. And now there's like 115 of you guys in this group, so please bear with me a bit. What's up, Janie? Did you raise your hand? Oh,
I'm okay. Sorry.
All right, cool. Yeah, so give me just bear with me a bit, but I'm going to teach you guys a bit about the bridge video, how to create it, what it needs to sound like and look like. As if that supplement never happened, I'll add to that, and then the actual technology behind it and how you can set that up professionally, and then how you can do that free with some minor drawbacks. Okay, so let's get right into it. The bridge video, the only thing you're doing is you're meeting people where they are, as this sunlight just beams in on me, right? You're meeting people right where they're at, and you're bridging them over to what your offer is going to be. And so if they're on Instagram and they're seeing you post about losing weight or something, and let's say your product is about weight loss, they're going to click on the link, and they're either going to go to a capture page or they're going to go to a bridge page. Okay? A capture page is also called a squeeze page. It's where they put in their email address in order to get to the next step. The only thing they can do is insert their email address, and that takes them to the next step. If you're doing it that route and you have control over your capture page, you're using Leadpages, or you're using Empower Network Suite, Kalatu Premium, whatever it is that you're using. If you have control over that process, which is ultimately where you want to be, I think that capture page, bridge page, sales page is good. You may also try the other route as well. So they're going to put in their information into that capture page. It's going to take them to the bridge page, and that's where the video is going to say, hey, thanks for subscribing. What you just clicked on, so basically whatever they're there for, I'm about to give it to you, right? Basically what you're doing is you're assuring them that they're on the right page. You wanted to lose weight, I'm going to show you exactly how. And then you're going to go into a testimony, whether that's your personal testimony or a different testimony of somebody that inspired you. Okay? So you give your little testimonial story for what they're about to see, or you would tell somebody else's story, their little testimony, for what inspired you to want to buy. Okay? So if I were to say something like, if I was promoting iPass or something, I'd say, hey, my buddy Lawrence, he's 33 years old, he's living in Sugar Land, Texas, and at the age of 33, he was able to retire his wife from accounting, retire himself from engineering, and has gone on to make over 7 figures in this industry. And when I found that out, I got started right away. So below the video, I've got a button that's going to take you to another video that was the exact same video that I saw the first time I wanted to do this for myself. So right now, click on that button and check out the video on the other side. So that's like a real short and simple, to-the-point bridge page. I've met them where they're at. I told them why they were there, what they were going to hear. I gave a quick testimonial, and then I gave a direct call to action, directly saying, click on the link below, and go to the next, and watch the sales video. Or if I was doing bridge page, then capture page, like some of you guys who don't have as much control over your sales process, I would say, click on the link below, and that's going to take you to a page where you can put your email address in and see the exact same webinar that I saw. Okay? So for Shannon, if you were, for your promoting business Kyani, you would say, hey, you've been watching my Instagram, you're seeing a lot of good things, thank you so much for clicking on this link, and then I would go right into a testimony, somebody who's had a big breakthrough with a product, something that moved you personally, okay, something that made you, excited, the reason why you got into this, okay, I would share all those things in the testimony of somebody who had kind of a big breakthrough. They had a big transformation. They had whatever it is that you want, that you're offering. Okay, the change that you're selling, the change that is your pitch, and then you would say, click on the link below to go to a page where you can put your email address in, your name, your whatever it is your form requires, and that's going to show you a webinar. That's the exact same webinar I saw that first opened my eyes up and realized that this was possible. So click on that link right now and put your info in there. Enter the regular details. So hopefully that's kind of clear on how the video is. Does that make sense, Janie, Shannon?
Yes.
Yeah? Awesome. All right, cool. So as for the technology behind it, what to do next, I'm going to show you guys a site called Wix, W-I-X. Let me share my screen real quick. Share Google Hangout. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. I Googled Wix. I clicked on Wix. I'm going to click sign in or sign up. Either one. It doesn't matter. And I'm just going to do it with Google. So they're going to take all of my Google details and create an account for me. I actually did this just like 20 minutes ago, the first time I made this video, but my audio was messed up. So here's the site that I made, but let me show you how I got to it, okay? So there was a big button right in the middle that said Create Site. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to create a second site for free because I've never actually done this. My sites, templates. I guess under templates maybe? All right, cool, yeah. So if you scroll down a bit, there's one-pagers, and I want a one-page because there's nothing to this. The only thing I want is a video and a button. So I went over here and I went to the second page, and this is the page that I used because it has a video on it. I just deleted this other stuff and I added a button. So if I actually just do that here live with you guys, I'll do it again for you. Okay, so this is loading up. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Awesome, awesome. All right, it's good. So it's still loading a bit.
Ooh, you're in the tunnel. Oh, we may have lost him.
There we go.
Oh, you're back.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna click here. So here it is. You know,
We don't see the screen yet.
You don't see the screen.
No.
Uh-oh. Stop. Let me try this. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so did you see what I did earlier from the beginning when I first found Wix and went into Wix and all that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so then this is up, and I went to the second page of the one-pagers. You know, I scrolled down and I went to page 2 right here of the one-pagers, and then I clicked on edit for this one. This is a free template, all right? Leadpages is way better because Wix actually puts like a, what's it called? It puts an ad on your page.
Watermark.
And then also, what's up?
Watermark.
Yeah, there you go. It puts a watermark and a link, though. It's a clickable link to go to their site, which is in a sales process, you want to control everything. You don't want them to have all these external links where they can take them off and all of a sudden they're learning about Wix instead of learning about your offer, which is, you know, where you're bringing them from Instagram for. So that's no good. But the other benefit of Leadpages is that they have the ability to duplicate them. So as you scale this out to more than one account, you know, you're not going to be able to duplicate. With Leadpages, if you create the sales funnel once, you can just duplicate it and change around the words, change around your capture page, you know, put it in a different video, and it's all still hooked up and easy. With Wix, I'm not really sure how to do all that. So here it is. I want to get rid of this headline. I want to get rid of this home button up here. You know, let's make this my video is the video. I'm just making it this video that we have right here. So it's create a bridge page. All right. Let's move this up, and then we need to add in a button because I have my video. Let me see. Change video. I have it as that YouTube video update. There it is. Cool. Me with my eyes closed. All right, and then I come over here to add, and I'm going to button. Now this is something that I figured out on the first video, but now that we're doing it again, I kind of know where everything is. So with these things, you know, you want your button to just be really, really obnoxious. It wants to scream on the page. So I'm just going to grab this one real quick. This one's not obnoxious enough, so I'm going to fix it. But there it is. So if I say, let's make it bigger, make it like that big, move that over to the center. It's got this little nice purple line here. Change text to say, so I'm just going to make this like, let's assume if you don't even have a sales video to send them to, you just want them to message you on Facebook. Okay, this is a better way to do it. Instead of just saying, click on the link from Instagram to talk to me on Facebook, you can have a bridge video where you explain a few things first, and then you know, all of them have at least, if let's say, you had your Instagram and you were pushing forward like 10, 20 people a day that were messaging you on Facebook, they probably would have a lot of the same questions, and so you could do this process to get an answer for that. So if I was just going to say, click here and message me on FB, and then my link, of course, would be my Facebook link. So what that does is that opens up the communication, and you can start talking to your leads as they're coming in. Now, you can't follow up on autopilot with email marketing or any of that stuff, but if you don't have any of that set up yet, this is a good workaround. So here we can design, and isn't there a way to make this button bigger? Customize. Yeah, here we go, text. There we go, font size. Cool.
Right, Brian, I will cut you off just to tell the other guys that don't use Facebook that button can go to their sales page.
Yeah, that's absolutely where you want this button to go. Not to Facebook, but if you don't have it, you have to go to Facebook. So whatever you say in your bridge video, if you say click on here and it's going to take you to a page where you can put your email address in, this link is going to go to your capture page. If you're going to say, click on here and you see the same video that I saw, or a video about the offer, or a video about how to lose the weight, how to get healthier, how to get wealthier, how to travel more, whatever the case, whatever your hook, your offer is, that's congruent all the way through from Instagram to this page, this button is going to be a call to action and a link going to whatever makes the most sense, the sales video, the capture page, or to message you on Facebook. For ease of setting this up, I was just kind of setting it right here. So that would be that, but then you got to know that this right here, I'm in the desktop viewer, and everyone coming from Instagram is mobile. So if we look at mobile, let's make sure that looks good. Okay, so that it kind of messed up my button. So I'm going to click on my button. Doesn't even look like I can really edit it from here, huh? That is annoying. All right. Oh, and I don't want this mobile menu here either. I got to delete that thing. All right, and I might as well move this up a bit. And I can probably delete this line. Okay, cool. So I got to make this a little bit smaller so that it looks good on mobile. Go back to desktop view. Click here. Make this smaller. And then I have to make the font smaller then. Design. Customize. Text. Font size. Okay, so
Hey,
you guys
Brian.
get the idea. What's up?
Where you guys are putting this link where it says click here, message me on Facebook, when I do my video, do I put click here and that will take, and I do the webinar?
Yep. So since your Shannon is going from Instagram to bridge page to capture page, and then the capture page is controlled by her company, and so they have control of the sales process after that. And I don't know that she can really do much more. So what you're going to have is your button's going to be like, click here to watch the webinar. And that's going to take them to the capture page where they can put in their info to watch the webinar.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm just deleting all this stuff because I am not a band and I am not selling tickets. But you guys get the idea. I would just clean this whole page up and make it look like this. And I would make this text a little better, or maybe I could just move it. Okay, I would make the text a little bit better, or make this a little smaller, actually. Maybe I can do it. Sweet, I can. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like on the phone. It's not going to be nearly this big because nobody's phone is that long. It'll probably cut off right below this button. So I want to put this button way up high. So now, if I save this, it would be like create bridge page. Okay, so it's going to be briancouch85.wix.com/createbridgepage. And so if I publish it, oops, that gave me the option there. All right, cool. And I view the site. This is it, but this is desktop, and so that's not what it's going to look like. But if you went to that address on your cell phone, it should look really similar to this right here. And this is too big of a headline. Let's make this like that. There you go. So I move this up, and I move this up. All right, you want it all to be above the fold, which means you don't want anything to where they have to scroll down because you're going to lose conversions if they have to scroll down. So there it is right there. Okay. So now I'm going to take this link and either go over to my domain and mass domain forward it, right, so that it goes automatically to. So I have like a link like, whatever the offer is.com, recruitstrangers.com. That's one of the ones that I was using. That forwards directly over to my capture page. Another option, if you don't have the domain, is to just go to Bitly. And with Bitly, you actually have to create an account in order for this to work, but they're free, and you can do it just like I did with Wix. So look, here's the link to shorten. Oh wait, I don't do that yet. I got to sign up first. So I'm going to sign up. I think I signed up with Facebook last time I used Bitly, so I'll just do that again. Facebook, and then sweet. So I'm going to add in. I don't really use Bitly that much, but here's this. So there's a bridge. See how it came over here? And it's saying this is the link, bit.ly/1j6 whatever. Custom bit link is what I want. So mine would be like bit.ly/create bridge page, because that's what my video is about. That's what my button was about. It's all congruent. And so now my link looks like this, if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that all right? There. Okay, so this is my link. That's what's going to go on Instagram. So if I'm looking at my Instagram, Brian Couch, okay, that's the link that's going to go right here. Okay. This video, this is like my personal Instagram page, so that doesn't make any sense for this one. But if this was something that I was building up my business on a little bit more than I am, that would be that link that goes right there. And so people would see my Instagram, and in this text and description here, I would talk about, learn how to build a bridge page and how to do it for free. Click on the link below, and then that would go to this link right here, which actually would be below on another line on a cell phone. On a desktop, it doesn't show it that way, but everybody's going to be coming from their cell phone. And so then when they click on that link, this bit.ly link, it's going to take them to this right here. Oops, yeah, /create bridge page. So it should take them directly to the bridge page. So does that make sense, guys?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
except I need to still go do create a Bitly page then, or link then, right?
Wait, what's your question?
I still have to create the Bitly link still.
Okay. Yeah, you do. So because the point is, if it's on Instagram and you only have one link in Instagram, and so if that link in your bio is something that looks terrible, like it's just like a ton of words and it doesn't really make sense, you're kind of losing a bit of the congruency. And whenever you lose congruency, you're losing conversions. So specifically, I mean, if all your pictures are about travel and your bio is about travel, see how to save money on travel, see how I travel, I build a business online so I'm able to travel, whatever the case may be, you want the link below to say travelwithbrian.com or bit.ly/travelwithbrian or see how I travel, something like that. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right, cool. So yeah, that's it, guys. Take action, get after it. Thank you very much, Janie and Shannon, for hopping on with me and making sure that I don't sound like a robot chipmunk again. And if you guys have any questions, post them in the comments below on this thread. If you're watching this on YouTube and you have questions, add me on Facebook, facebook.com/BrianCouch85. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.